Rules for thee, but not for me. I think that's Nancy Pelosi's campaign slogan. And I'll tell you, I have to work with her every single day, so please do pray for me.
God help you.
The theories of alcoholism are very true. It's very sad.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. Madison Cawthorn is more than happy to rah-rah for Russia, also is more than pleased to bash Americans. That is, only the ones who don't adopt his twisted neo-Nazi xenophobic worldview. His latest rant, where he's accusing Nancy Pelosi of a drinking problem, was once more caught on camera during yet another campaign fundraising event. And just like his anti-Ukraine rant from last week,
remember that Zelensky is a thug. Remember that the Ukrainian government is incredibly corrupt, and it is incredibly evil, and it has been pushing woke ideologies.
Evidently, Cawthorn's campaigning on anti-Americanism as a political platform, which of course is a new hallmark of the Republican Party, and all the more since January the 6th.
Rules for thee, but not for me. I think that's Nancy Pelosi's campaign slogan. And I'll tell you, I have to work with her every single day, so please do pray for me.
God help you.
The theories of alcoholism are very true. It's very sad.
He says, pray for me because I have to work with her every day. Well, you sniveling little twit, since you don't actually do any actual work, that's a little hard. It's a little hard to sympathize with somebody working in Congress who is actively trying to undermine that entire establishment and forever delete American democracy. That's not work, you arrogant scab. It's treachery, it's treason, it's sedition. And just think about this for a minute, people. Cawthorn is a pathetic, small man. Like most of his insane extremist party, they have fundamentally thrown America under the bus in favor of partisan power. They live in an alternate reality where there is a stark duality, where people like Cawthorn see only holy, righteous, shining perfection embodied in their savior, Donald Trump. And my God, just think how demented that is. Or they see utter satanic evil, and that satanic evil is what they are projecting onto their co-workers. Think about how stupid that is. If you ignored, disrespected, and betrayed your co-workers at every turn in your job, how do you think that would reflect on you in the normal, sane working world? How would your boss appreciate that? What would your next review look like? But because this is politics, they get a free pass. Because people are too dumb to hold elected officials accountable to actual work. They give people like Cawthorn, who are no good, extremist, partisan scum, a permanent, no exceptions free pass for life because he pushes their hate buttons. And that's the mantle Cawthorn and his treasonous co-conspirators take up. They don't have to pass bills. They don't have to communicate with their co-workers. All they have to do is go to mindless hate rallies and spew a bunch of fabricated, make-believe garbage that woos their audience of the uneducated hate-mongers of this world. Because if they can capture that 30% of the population and a lot of gerrymandering along the way, they can topple the system. They're in with a fat paycheck, lobbyists passing the money under the table hand over fist, and their moron base doesn't give a crap what they do when they're in office. Delete taxes for the lobbyists and donors while killing the working class? Done. Spend the millions of dollars in public tax-paid annual income of their offices to push baseless propaganda in a never-ending smear campaign? Done. And what do they get for this? Roaring applause and approval because he doesn't do bull for the country, but he hates Nancy Pelosi. That's the thinking of these lowbrows. That's why they love the uneducated. They have no concept of what politics can be, what politics should be. They have literally no idea what America is, and the people like Cawthorn are a festering disease killing America, killing democracy. They'd rather hand their democracy over outright in full submission to dictatorship, a dictatorship that hates them and mocks them behind closed doors. Why? Because for one shining moment, they owned the libs, and the next morning they wake up in North Korea. Get real, people. Time to recognize who's working for country and who's working for party, and be smart enough to know how to tell the difference, because your own petty emotions aren't the answers. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.